and welcome to the Voice of Cannabis podcast on KGL TV. I'm Reverend Kelly. Happy Tuesday if you're watching it live. If you're not watching it live and you're watching it on Saturday, happy Saturday. These days are just names that somebody else made up anyway. Today is Gorkley Day. Blah, 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 Gorkley Day. I just made that up, right? Because somebody called it Tuesday before me. How could they just make that name up? That was just their name. Is it Wednesday? It's actually Wednesday today. Tuesday was the day we were supposed to be live. Shawn, look how confusing I am because we changed the day. Today is Wednesday, and I'm happy to be with you. Is it Thursday? Now I'm confused about what day of the week. It's some day during the week, whatever day you're watching live. Welcome to KGL TV. Subscribe along so you can watch another show where the host is confused about what day it is. That happens all the time here. I'm happy to be with you. We had a show last week with a friend named Berta, who is Miss Ireland, and she's going to be Miss Universe. I swear it. She's going to be competing in that competition next year. If you watch that show, you follow along with Berta's story. I'm so excited to have met her. She was on last week. We've got Shawn this week. Tomorrow we have Orbital Ensemble that is coming live. Orbital Ensemble is a band that is coming to the Abide Farmgate Party, the grand opening in Campbellford, Ontario on August 8th, which is the Lionsgate portal. And they are a musical ensemble, let's call it like that. They're like a jam band from Brazil that have many different percussion instruments, singers, and they all come and jam at the same time. They're incredible. When I was listening to their music after I had been elevated, I felt like I was listening to Pink Floyd. So they're coming on the show tomorrow. And today, let me tell you, I've been a radio broadcaster since 1998. I've been doing radio in some format since that long. How long is that? That's almost 30 years. Oh my gosh. And so I've done morning shows and afternoon shows, and I modeled this show so that I could have co-hosts instead of people, guests and interviews. And I tell you, if I could actually do a real morning show on a radio station and have a co-host, I would choose this guy. I would choose Shawn Wickens because he's so awesome. He's coming to us from New York today. I think he would be the ideal co-host for a morning show. So I'm really excited that he's here with us today. And let's see what he has to say from his co-host perspective from New York City. So excited. Shawn, if you remember, he's actually a host on KGL TV. He does this show, Plug Stuff. He has done other shows in the past, including the Late Night Sesh. So we're used to having him here, and I'm so excited to be here with him this morning. Before we bring Shawn on, I have many, many, many announcements. Okay, the first one I will start with is today at high noon, the next episode of the Cannabis Tourism Chronicles brings the Butter Baron of Cannabis, Thomas O'Neill, back to us, and he's interviewing guest Sam from Hash Cab. Sam is in Denver, Colorado, and he's created the world's first ever hash cab. It's actually allowed. It's a legal cab that has a HVAC and a system that runs through it so you can consume your cannabis in the cab. It's amazing. He's an innovator in the cannabis tourism space down in Colorado. So check that out on KGL TV at noon today. What else do I have to tell you? There's so many things. I told you about Orbital Ensemble. I've been nominated for an award. If you would like to vote for me, I've been nominated for Best East Coast Cannabis Educator at the Women in Cannabis Expo. It's an American award. They call it the Powerhouse East Coast Nominees. And if you'd like to attend, it's in Nevada, August 18th and 19th. Tickets on sale right now. You can go to the Women in Cannabis Expo website, and there's a nomination form, and you can vote for me if you like to. I'm just putting that out there if anybody's following along. And voting is open for the Canadian Cannabis Tourism Awards. We just opened it up this week, I think maybe like 48 hours ago. And already we've had hundreds of votes for these nominees. So these are cannabis tourism pioneers, both in Canada and internationally. We have 9 categories. 2 of them are international categories. So if you go to Cannabis Tourism, CanadianCannabisTourism.com, you'll be able to find the voting link for that. And voting is open until the end of August. and then we will reveal our recipients September 26th at our awards reception in Niagara Falls. And tickets are on sale for that right now. If you would like to join, again, you can find them on CanadianCannabisTourism.com. We have a whole party planned. The tickets are $75 right now for the early bird, and that is a steal because you are going to be receiving food cooked by Ontario's best cannabis chef, Pat Newton. So he's coming in to do the meal with us there. We have an after party that's happening after the awards with incredible reggae reggae singers, performers is the word I was looking for. And so $75 right now, CanadianCannabisTourism.com. If you'd like to buy your tickets, you'll be coming to the awards reception, seeing who will take home all of those awards. I've got a competition going on right now myself within the network to win one free spot for the Cannabis Spirituality Certification course. We've done this course all year long. This will be the third time that we're doing it in our September cohort. And we have one spot left, and I just decided to give it away. If you have been watching over this last year and feel called to learn more about cannabis spirituality or the history of cannabis or how it all fits in together, we would love to have you. The tuition for it is $222, so 222 Canadian dollars. And this spot is absolutely free. The catch, what you have to do is you have to send me a message. You can send me a DM on social media, or you can send me an email at info@kellysgreenlounge.ca. And I want to hear why you want the spot. If you don't want it, but you want somebody else to have it as a gift, write me that message as well. We want to hear from you. I just put this out last night, and I've already had a couple of entries. And so I'm so excited to be welcoming our new person. We have people joining for this cohort from literally all over the world. We have done that each time that we've done this cannabis spirituality course, and it's so lovely. We have to find a time spot that will work for all of the different time zones. When we had someone join from New Zealand, she was coming in, I think it's 7 o'clock in the morning, and it was night for some other people in Scotland. So we always make sure that the time fits up for all of our students. So if that feels called to you, reach out to me. I would love to hear your story. As promised, comedian Shawn Wickens coming in from New York City to join us live today. I'm so excited to have him. He will be here right after this.
You know, one of the biggest areas for growth in the cannabis industry is actually cannabis hospitality. And did you know you could start your own business for under $5,000? Allow me to take you through my mentorship program to receive your Cannabis Hospitality Stewardship Certificate, where we're going to allow you to understand this plant in a way in which you can actually shepherd the plant to people, and not only a way to start a new career, but a way to actually enrich people's lives so they can use the benefits of cannabis to enhance their lifestyle. Please join me on this revolutionary journey.
Wolf. Every time I see him, I'm like, yeah, that's my mentor. He really is that person that has that great insight when it comes to cannabis hospitality and pairing food with cannabis and ceremony with cannabis. So if that's something you're interested in, check him out, Philip Wolf. All right. The great, the wonderful, the funny Shawn Wickens.
Hey.
Do you like being your hype man? Do you like that? Yay!
That was great. And I know I came in at kind of a low, dry, usual. Hey, look who's
here! Look who's here! What did Reese call him? Taco rat?
Pizza rat.
Pizza rat. I think that's funny. But his name is Choco. Did I say that wrong?
Chamaco.
Yeah. And you've had this puppy for a couple of years now. He's a dog now, right?
Yeah.
How long have you had Chamaco for?
He just turned 2.
Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
He just turned 2.
Yeah. It's been.
He's like a teenager.
He likes to come on your podcasts. He likes to make appearances. He's almost like your guest host sometimes.
Once in a while, yeah.
Yeah.
And,
do you think
go ahead.
I was going to ask you, do you think we'll hear some sirens today? Often when we're live with you, we hear sirens because you're like right in the heart of New York City.
I do live right near a fire station, so that's a big part of it. But yeah. We might hear a train too.
It's so exciting, I think, because I have never been to New York City, so I've only ever seen it in movies. But when we're live with you, we get to hear actual, real New York atmosphere. So it's kind of amazing. What's it like there? What's it like living in New York?
You get used to it. I mean, it's. I did grow up. Oh, he's He wants to say hi. I
Hi.
did grow up in Cleveland, Ohio, near train tracks, so I'm sort of used to the noise, I think. And I live now just near New York City train tracks, so
Yeah. Yeah.
um, I think you do get sort of used to it
Yeah. Yeah.
pretty quickly.
I live in the woods, and so if I hear a train that is odd, if I hear cars or noise or anything, I wonder what it would be like if I came to New York City for a little while. Do you think I would need earplugs? Maybe I should bring earplugs?
It couldn't hurt. I
Yeah.
mean, if you're able to sleep with those in, I can't really sleep with things in my ears, but
No, no. So you don't, so you've got so used to the noise that you can just shut it out then.
it's true.
Yeah. Yeah.
Usually.
Amazing. Amazing. What's going on, Shawn? Have you got any shows coming up? Have you been doing any shows? You are an active working international comedian. You've traveled all over the world to perform on stages for comedy. What's going on with your comedy stuff lately?
I'm mostly writing right now. I'm in sort of like a little
Oh.
bit of a break. I'm also I should share. I'm wearing sunglasses just to be different and unusual. You know what I mean?
Sometimes you have worn full helmets,
It's a different show.
astronaut
That's true.
helmets. So I'm
That's
used to
true.
this with you.
So I'm not performing at the moment, but I will, of course, soon. I'm just taking a break to write some different things. It's like a literary adventure.
Oh, that is very exciting. So
Yeah,
you've written one published book about time travel. Are you
it's true.
thinking that maybe this time you will fill the pages up? This was a almost blank book that we have on the market right now,
That's true.
which I love.
Yeah. Well, I think at some point there will be a second version, a second edition of Time Machine Blueprints that will have more pages in it and less blank pages. That's like that'll be the ongoing joke. Um, I may also work on a book about time travel ethics as sort of a kind of joke, because of course time travel isn't available yet. But I think the strength of talking about a technology before it's available is that once it arrives, we might be better equipped to use it when
Yeah.
it gets here.
Yeah.
But also just talking about ethics in general, ethics for the future, I think they could be useful for the present as well.
I think they could be useful for the present, especially I find that the human sort of collective vibration, the zeitgeist is like a little bit lower. People
Oh
are a
yeah.
little bit more tense and angry. There's a lot of people that are writing things on the internet, social media that like feel very angry. They're
Oh yeah, yeah.
projecting. Are you
Right.
finding that too?
I definitely will sometimes come across things on social media where somebody will post something politically and then I'll see a comment from somebody I know and it's pretty angry and kind of like I'm like, look, I don't agree with the person you're mad at, but this is I don't know, words are important and I'm like kind of astounded at how we've been sort of invited to be the lower versions of ourselves sometimes.
Yeah, it appears that way. And I think maybe societal vibration brings that down a little bit, especially if you're living in a city where you have such energy of humans, like you have millions of people around you, right?
Sure.
And so I imagine that you feel that and that tension. Although your leader is like the greatest leader that I've ever heard of. This, is it Zondami? And please forgive me. Valerie tried to teach me his name once, and I can't remember it. Who is
Oh
your
yeah. Our mayor is Mayor Zoran Mamdani.
okay? And
Yes.
apparently, according to Valerie, who I don't think she likes a lot of people, she loves this one, and
Yeah.
so we love you, Valerie.
Right.
Valerie, also another KGL TV host. So this man, like, if there were aliens that came and they said, "Take me to your leader," I hope that people would take them to him because I hear he's such a great one. Can you talk about him a little bit?
He's definitely putting out some noble thoughts and deeds. One of the things I saw most recently was him talking about how there was a law, there was a previous sort of, um, he was due for a raise. The New York City mayor was due for a raise. And this isn't something that he asked for or started. This is something that was put in place. And he turned it down because, as he said, whenever he speaks to people, how much money the mayor is making isn't top on their list, which is
Wow.
incredible. So
Yeah.
um, everybody I know who lives here is excited for
Yeah.
him. It's like the Knicks just won the NBA Finals, which is a
Yeah.
big deal.
Yeah.
And I do feel like, in some way, talking about like the vibrational energy of people, and I feel like Mamdani becoming mayor had a little bit of effect on our basketball team eventually.
I think so.
Look, they did it themselves, yes, but
Yeah.
the environment, I think, helped.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I remember, like, shortly after the Knicks did win, even non-basketball fans were using the phrase, oh shoot, it was like something exuberant, just like exuberance.
Yeah.
And you did really feel it. It didn't last long, but
Well, it's nice
it's
that it
up to us to
did, though,
carry.
at that
It's, yeah.
time, and
It,
it
it,
it raised your collective vibration in the city, which is always nice to hear because you do struggle. Your country does struggle,
it's
um,
true.
right? Like federally because of what's happening with your political climate there. But it is nice to know that there are little pockets, there are states and cities that have more heart and are participating in a more favorable and positive way. I'm always looking to see what
Oh
they're
yeah.
doing in California. Um,
There's
yeah,
great
because they,
there's great little pockets everywhere.
yeah.
I mean, I know you see it across Canada as well, but I recently was in Asheville, North Carolina. Pretty small town, but I did some comedy shows there, so I can talk about past shows instead of future ones. But it was such a wonderful place to visit because everywhere you went, you did feel that people were excited to live there.
Oh,
And so it was like a really nice, welcoming environment. And on like weekends, there's like a drum circle in the middle of downtown Asheville, North Carolina. It's been going on since the 90s.
wow.
And you know, isn't it great that there's a free thing you could do
Yeah. Yes.
that's always there?
Yep.
Um, I thought I had one other thing. Oh, okay. Here's how I described Asheville to people who haven't been there. And unfortunately, you kind of have to know Cleveland. So this is how I would describe it to people from my hometown in Cleveland, is that, there's downtown Cleveland, which is, where the Browns play and the Guardians play and the Cavaliers play. But then there's cool neighborhoods where it's fun to hang out, like Coventry and Lakewood, and those are outside of downtown. But Asheville is like the cool neighborhoods in a much smaller downtown. But that's really what Asheville's like. So there
I
you go.
like that. Now I'm going to put that on my list of places to travel to.
Little,
That's very exciting. And you recently traveled somewhere else for some congressional thing that you were invited to. I saw it on LinkedIn and I was like, what is this?
oh yeah, this is weird. I mean, weird, but also a little welcomed. Why not?
Yeah.
Several years ago, or not years ago, several months ago, I got an email from this organization in Washington, D.C., asking if I wanted a press pass to go to an cybersecurity and infrastructure congressional summit that was held in the U.S. Capitol building. And I have no clue how I got on this email list. I have a few theories. I've been to a few hacker conventions, not because I'm in that scene. It's just like as a stoner comedian, you get invited to weird places.
Yeah.
That might have gotten me on the list.
Okay.
I actually, our mutual friend Valerie, who has lived in DC and has worked in cybersecurity, I thought maybe she put me on this email list somehow as like a weird prank. I don't know.
That's something she would do, I feel like. Yeah. Yeah.
She might, yeah. I did ask her about it, and
Yeah.
she almost went with me. She couldn't make it, but I don't know. We'll figure out.
It's so great for her to go to.
Yeah. Anyway, I was like, what should I do? And then I was like, look, they invited me, so I should go. So I got a pretty reasonable train ticket. I went down there. I checked in. I went through security. I got escorted into this beautiful room that had a catered breakfast and then eventual catered lunch. And then some congressional members talked about the importance of cybersecurity and infrastructure in sort of like an apolitical way of like, as much as laws and policy impact people, like in a safe infrastructure and a strong supply chain. This is all stuff that I have like I've it's outside of my realm of whatever, but it
Yeah.
was just interesting. Anyway, so I went and I just took notes because I was invited. I'm like a sort of semi-curious citizen of the world.
Sure.
But I might, as I said at the beginning, I was thinking about working on a ethics book about time travel because I got accidentally invited to this thing and I was allowed in and I took notes. I might work on an actual book about ethics where I just ask people if I could come interview them and use this as like, hey, I've this is my credential. You know what I mean? I accidentally got invited here, so it
Wow.
inspired something.
It opened up a door.
Yeah.
And we'll give you, I'm sure, plenty of information to be used for your comedy shows in the future. Like, right? That's
True.
as a professional comedian and somebody that does write, these kinds of experiences are just that kind of thing. Those like diamonds. Okay, give it to me
Yeah.
so I
I
can
think
talk
it's
about it later.
I think it's easy to be very skeptical and paranoid about one of those things. Like you could easily just get consumed with how and why. But I mean, I don't know. I figured it would be fine.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
Did they give you any secrets? Did they share like secret things that we're not supposed to know about?
not
And can
really. I
you
mean,
tell us anyway?
it was a public meeting. I think they video recorded it and I think
Okay.
clips of it are online.
Okay.
It was really just about to be honest with you, I think some people in there were trying to avoid saying anything disparaging about the leadership at the
Got
time.
it. Yeah.
And some things were said of like, we have to work around the challenges that we're facing at the moment.
Such a
And
good way to put it.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. You have to be that politically correct when you are in politics. You have to
Yeah,
be.
yeah.
Wonderful. Amazing. Okay. Listen,
Yes.
we're going to go take a break. When
Okay.
we're going to come back, we're going to talk about sports. We've talked about it a little bit, like the Knicks. We're going to talk about weather, and then we're going to talk about entertainment. Okay. So we will be right back for that. Very good. Shawn, you're in New York, but you're
Yeah.
not from New York. You're from Cleveland, right? Like,
That's
is that right?
correct. Yes.
So do you have sports teams that you follow? And if so, are they New York or are they Cleveland ones?
Well, I'm sort of on the outskirts of sports a little bit. I pay attention to definitely what's going on in Cleveland. When the Knicks won the championship, they beat Cleveland
Oh,
to progress in the playoffs.
oh, wow.
I would have liked to have seen Cleveland do well, but I'm not rooting against anybody. You know
Okay.
what I mean?
Okay.
So it was fun to see, as I said, it was fun to be in the midst of New York City's collective exuberance. That's the phrase that I was.
Oh, okay. I
Yeah.
like that exuberance.
Yeah.
I have just started to like baseball. It's been 1 year. I had seen it before, but thought it was boring. And then I
Sure.
understood the strategy of it from my dad. He taught me about the strategy of it. So now I'm a Blue Jays fan. And apparently, when you become a fan, a loyal fan, you have to stick with them no matter what, even if
Right.
they're not doing well. And so, like, I watch a game, and if they're not doing well, I'll turn it off because it hurts me, but I have to
Mhm.
turn the next game back on. Apparently, that's what you
Sure.
do when you're a true loyal fan.
Yeah.
This is new to me. So anytime my team, the Toronto Blue Jays, is up against any of your teams, I will be cheering against you, Shawn. Just letting you know. In
Well,
case
you're
felt
cheering
anything
loud.
about
You're
that.
you're cheering louder for the Blue Jays, so
Yeah,
that
really
cancels
loud.
out some of the cheering against. I
That's right. Woo! Go Jays, go! They did not win last night, so we'll move on from that, and we'll
Mhm.
talk about New York weather. Look what I have, your weather forecast for today, happening in New York City. It looks like a very nice day. Not too much humidity. What's it like in New York City when you're at 22? When you're 22 here in Canada, it's 22. But I
Yeah.
imagine when you're in that thick city, it will feel even hotter. Tell me about that.
We've had a pretty hotter summer than usual. Today's pretty good. I was out earlier to go on a quick run to the grocery store. New York City is mostly pretty mild. I feel like it does get hot sometimes in the summers, but I feel like overall it gets canceled out by some of the cold winters, which you don't experience both at the same time. Oh, somebody's taking the dog. And bye. And the weather's pretty good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's definitely reason to complain, but coming from Cleveland where the winters are much worse. Yeah. The winters in Cleveland are kind of like Canadian winters a little bit.
Right. Yes.
New York is a little easier, so
yeah.
I try not to complain about the weather all that often.
No way. Me neither. Me neither. Give me all the seasons. That's what I say.
Yeah.
And finally, for our morning show co-host duties, the box office results. I know you like movies, so I thought that I would pull this up. I guess The Odyssey is #1 right now. Have you seen that yet?
I have not seen it. I kind of had no interest in seeing it, but I have a friend, writer, extraordinaire, professional competitive eater, Crazy Legs Conti, asked me if I wanted to go to see The Odyssey. I had an incredible movie going experience with him a few months ago when we went to see Avatar 3 in 3D on shrooms, and it was incredible. So I try not to turn down movie invites from Crazy Legs Conti. I think we're gonna see it just straight tomorrow, but
no mushrooms for the I did see The Odyssey. I would recommend that mushrooms would be good for it. I think that it's so big, there's so much, there's like creatures in there that I wasn't expecting to see. I won't spoil it for you.
Sure.
But
I read the book in high school, so
okay, so then you know about the Cyclops then.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I couldn't believe what I saw, and I thought it was CGI, but apparently it's animatronic, which I love when they actually make things and it's not all computer generated. Not that I don't love CGI or AI, but for movie cinematography purposes, yes. So good that you're going to go see it. I would recommend it on mushrooms. Like, I don't think I ever want to see Avatar again without mushrooms since you recommended seeing it on mushrooms.
It was incredible. It was so like you would forget that it was fake.
You're right there.
Really forget. Yeah.
I didn't. Apparently, there's like a group of people throughout the world that had heartbreaks after Avatar, that they couldn't live in that world. Have you heard about this? It's an epidemic, apparently, of humans that really were so connected to the Avatar world that they went into deep depression because they can't actually be in that fantasy. That James Cameron has done with his Avatar. People really think it is real.
I know people sort of trash the film for being a sort of like a lazy retread of the Pocahontas story, but I don't know, there's some good things in there about taking care of the environment and living
we
as
are all one
harmonious community. There's some good stuff in there.
What else is on this? Toy Story. Did you see any of these other ones up here, Shawn?
No, not yet.
I don't know.
I can give a quick sort of like side entertainment
please
recommendation. I found out that there's not, look, we both agree that there's not a lot of reasons for Americans to be proud of America right now, but there is a new season of The American Gladiators on Amazon Prime, and it's really good.
Okay.
And
what is that show?
The American Gladiators. It's like American Ninja Warrior, but I guess American Gladiators is the prequel. It's just people trying to do physically difficult things. It's like a competition show, but in like good spirit. Nobody's
real life. Like the real humans, not actors.
No CGI, no puppets. Yeah, real humans, in this case Americans. But there's also a UK Gladiators, which I started watching, also on Amazon Prime.
Amazon Prime, UK Gladiators, American Gladiators, and the real humans that do physical feats, I guess, show of strength.
Like trying to like push each other off of podiums and stuff like that.
But not to die.
No.
Okay. I'm glad we're not there yet.
They're wearing pads. Yeah.
Okay, good. Okay. American Gladiators. Very good.
less dangerous than football. It's got to be
Yes,
American
yes.
football. Yeah.
Yes, certainly. Or rugby. Yes, certainly. Wonderful. Amazing. Hey, Shawn, when are we
Yes.
going to do our next show? We're going to have to figure this out. Plug
That's right.
stuff. We've had some incredible guests so far talking about their things. I love when you were talking about what's that? It's escaping me right now. It's where you go and joust. Medieval times. You were talking about medieval times. You were
Oh, yeah.
plugging that, and it made me want to go to medieval times. So this is a great idea for a show. We'll do another one maybe this month.
Definitely, yes. We'll talk about what Sunday will work for us.
Coming up sometime in August on KGL TV, another episode of Plug Stuff. Hey, Shawn, thanks for hanging out with us today and being my co-host on The Voice.
Thank
and
you, Kelly.
enjoy New York City, and we will see you again soon.